Good afternoon, friends, and welcome to Rowena May Inspired. My name is Kelly, and here's our pals, Mr. Wilby, Miss Pickles, and little baby Wilby Pickles. It's the Wilby Pickles family. I thought that was a Family Feud. Welcome to the Family Feud. If you're seeing that red light button up at the top, that means you're catching us live, and I hope you are, because we are crafting today with the Stand Tall Crafting Group. So come on in, friends. Say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. Miss Lori's just finishing up over on her page. And I'm going to light up this here positivity candle. And then we're going to get going and we're going to do some crafting and we're going to do some chatting. And say hello when you pop on so we know who's there. Hello, Miss Alita. All right, we got that candle lit. We're ready to go. Oh, first of all, I got to get my computer up here so I can see myself. Let's try this again. Hello, Mother. All right, let's see. Miss Lori was having an issue with some little troll on her page. I was about to get on and give him a pop. I hate that. It's so disruptive. Hello, Aunt Anita. Okay. Oh, I hate when this, I don't know what Facebook is doing, but for some reason it likes to pop up as it's a reel when I'm trying to go live, and I don't like when it does that. Hello, Miss Krista. Every time it does that, and I'm trying to, oh, there we go. Well, hello, Miss Yvonne. Oh, there's my daughter-in-law. Hello, Miss Mary. Who else did I miss? Miss Shauna. Happy Thursday. Happy Tuesday. My God. I've been in a class for 2 days, so it feels like it's been 4 days, but it's only been 2. You guys, let's get some more friends on here before we chit-chat. I'm going to slide over to the side here, the Wilby Pickles family, because they've had enough exposure for today. Because the exciting news is, for one, I'm having a hot flash. That's exciting. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold, please. Miss Lori's just finished up here. I'm going to turn her off. Hold on while I scroll in 5 different directions. I'm going to take my sweatshirt off because I'm having a hot flash. And my daughter-in-law and my son are currently at the hospital. Anxiously, we're awaiting our baby. Our baby. It's the family baby. That's what my cousin said about her grandson. She had a grandson. She didn't have a granddaughter. It's the family baby. It's coming. Just kidding. Their baby girl is on. It's her way. It's not it. Her way. Soon. Hopefully. Sooner than later. I'm saying all the things. Hello, Miss Glenna. Are you supposed to be having a... Yeah, Mom says, you are supposed to be having a baby. She's trying, Mother. She's trying. I told her I was going to go live, and I'm sure my friends would love to hear from her. So in between her doing whatever she's doing, I got to put my rings back on because I was doing some clay. I was playing around with some clay here. I didn't want to get in my rings. So you guys, if you saw the video I posted of that's right back there, the pumpkin, the two-sided pumpkin / snowman craft. We're going to make another one today. Hello, Miss January. How are you? I'm going to make another one. I'm going to do one live because contractions are strengthening, but I'm just resting. She's just resting right now. So I have, I'm going to end up making 3 of these because I have 3 of these slices of wood for my craft show. So I'm like, why don't I just make another one on the live so I can knock 2 out and you guys can see how I did it. Now I did the sped up version. Obviously it was like a 6-minute version on the recording, but this one's going to take us an hour. So, well, thank you very much. So this is just a piece of birch, a birch log. I don't remember. Mother, do you remember where I got these? I can't remember where I got these. Now I can get this to sit. And it's going to be a 2-sided craft, so you have your fall side, and then when fall's over, you're like, ka-chow, there's winter, and then you have a little snowman. You can leave the snowman out all winter long. That's what I love about snowmen. You can just leave them out till like here in Michigan, you can leave them out till like March if you wanted to, because that's about how long our winter lasts. All right, so we're using Folk Art matte paint in the color Pueblo, because that's my jam when it comes to orange, okay? So we're going to slap some of that on there. Hello, Miss Beverly, and we're just going to go ahead and paint it. Now, this is kind of split a little, like it's kind of separated a little bit, but we don't care. We're just going to paint right to the edge, making our little pumpkin. I love making these. Mother and I made something similar a few years ago. We did one. She crafted with me. She hasn't crafted with me in a while. May I have to get her over here and do some crafting. Do some crafting. You bought them. Oh, that's what it was. Mother brought them back from the UP. That's what it was. No wonder I don't remember buying them. She brought them back. That would be why. I don't remember. I don't remember anything anyway. Hello, Miss Kathy. Okay, gotta get a little bit more on here. So how's everybody been doing? We have been anxiously awaiting this baby. It seems like forever because my daughter-in-law is actually a week overdue. A week and a day. I'll say a week and a day because she was due on the 1st and today's the 9th, or what is, I guess a week and 2 days, isn't it? Well, Lordy Lou, she's a week and 2 days. We're anxious. We're anxious. Little stubborn thing. I can already tell what we're gonna have on our hands. A little stubborn thing. A little stubborn thing. She don't want to come out. Oh, I was trying to talk to her through my daughter-in-law's belly. I was like, come out. Come out right now. That still wasn't. I was probably like, come stay in. I'm gonna stay in here. I'm scared. Hello, Miss Debbie. Okay, let's go ahead and get this dried up. My son called me on my way home from work. I was going to call him, but I had to run into the gas station and get my pop, and I was like, oh, I'll wait. I'll call him when I get done. But I came out and he had he had called me. I said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm on the way to the store to get some snacks. I'm like, snacks? I'm like, she can have snacks? I don't remember being able to have snacks when I was, see, my son's almost 28. A lot has changed in 28 years. I don't recall ever being able to have snacks once you got to the hospital. But apparently she can have snacks until it becomes time to have an epidural. Papa would say, don't be scared. That's right, he would. He would say that. So, he was going to get her some snacks. Well, thank you for spreading those sunflowers. Well, then she'll have. Oh, if she doesn't have red hair, I'll be shocked. I will be so shocked, so shocked. Okay, we're gonna do just a little bit more. Maybe she'll be blonde. I don't know. I have a picture of Colin. That's my son. I have a picture of him up on my refrigerator from when he came home. See, my grandma Rowene was holding him, and I have a picture of him, and he's got this look on his face of like, what in the world? So I put it on the refrigerator, and I'm like, when she comes home, I'm gonna be like, hold that picture up and see. You know, after a couple of days, because he was about a couple of days old when that picture was taken. So I'm gonna see how they look, if I can get that same look out of her. Oh shoot, that look is priceless. No snacks for you. No snacks for me, but she gets snacks. No, she can have snacks up until it's time for an epidural, according to my son. Because I was like, what? Yeah. So, okay, I got a hair in here from the brush. I'm trying to get that off there. It's just fighting me. Yeah. Apparently, you can have snacks now. They just changed so much over the years. The hair was very red my hair was very red when I popped out. Colin's was, I don't know, I can't remember. It turned really red, but I don't remember it being super red when he popped out. I mean, we knew it was red. I just don't remember it being super red. Super red! Oh, shoot. Anyway. Hopefully she comes today, so her birthday will be at 9/9. I think that would be really cool. If not, this will be tomorrow, 9/10. And hopefully she doesn't go another day, 9/11. Oh, Lordy Lou. No. We need her now. Wait. Oh, she's not getting an epidural, so she's going to eat the whole time. over-under on her not getting an epidural? What do you think? What do you think? What do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about that? She's adamant of natural birth. So, what's the over-under? What are y'all giving her? You had red hair when you were born? I believe that. Oh, goodness. Hold, please. I'm trying to get this. The Dixie Belle. This is Dixie Belle chalk paint in the color drop cloth. Hello, Miss Giselle. How are you, friend? So I like to use this color paint. It's not white. It's more of like a little bit of an off-white. I like to use that. I don't like to use white. Most of the time, I don't like to use that. So we're just going to use some of this here drop cloth on our snowman on this side. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how that goes. Now, I didn't have an epidural, but it was because the anesthesiologist tried to do that. But I had my son on a Sunday, and there was only the one anesthesiologist in the whole hospital. And he was working between the OR, the ER, and labor and delivery. And he was straight up a jackwagon. I'll just be nice. Because I didn't end up having one because he wouldn't be patient. Like, right? Yeah, I get it. You need me to stay still, right? You have 3 girls and never had an epidural. Yes, you're a strong woman. Well, I didn't either. I mean, I didn't end up having one. But anyway, I survived. I survived. But I'm telling you what, the worst part of healing after having my son, I even had to have an episiotomy. You guys all know what that is. Need to make more room for his melon to come out. Is the pain in my back where he stuck the needles in and then just couldn't get it. I don't know what his issue was. I remember he threw himself back in the chair and he was like, you need to stay still. I'm like, I'm having a contraction, you jackwagon. You know what? You should have hooked the anesthesiologist up to a contraction machine. As the mother's contracting, he should be hooked up to the machine so he can see how it feels when you need to sit still. And I get it. It's very delicate, you know, with the needles in the spine and all the things. But come on, give me a break. It was very painful, right? Hello. Hence why I was trying to get an epidural, you tool. Anyway, 28 years later, and I'm still a little bitter about that. But that was really the worst part of healing, is the bruising to my back. That was awful. Epidurals are risky. I had one for my ankle surgery and I had to take, there was a chance of getting, oh yeah, of course. When I had mine, they put me under, pushed it down. Oh, I've been admitted and induced. Yes, she is. She's in labor and delivery at the hospital. Yes. Yep, they're inducing her because that little stubborn thing doesn't want to come out. Yep, she's there now. Yep. We're all waiting patiently. Now, maybe not patiently, but we're waiting. We're waiting. All right, so we got some drop cloth painted on this side of our twofer. This is our twofer craft, okay? I think these will sell quickly. And you know what? Actually, my cousin Jackie and I are going to join my mom and my Aunt Anita and my Aunt Ellen going to the UP at the end of this month. So maybe I'll have to snag up some more if this guy is still around, and make some more. 'Cause I think these will be good sellers at a craft show because they're so stinking cute. So stinking cute. All right, side 1, side 2. All right, so drink. Now, I'm going to just distress the edges just a little bit, because you guys know I like to do that with everything. Let's go on here and do a little distressing on our little snowman. on the snowman side, just on the edges, really. All right, and then we'll flip her over. Did you go into labor, or did they come, wait, or they say come on and it's time. She is dilated a teensy tiny bit, but because she's overdue by a week, her induction date was this week anyway, later this week. However, she's running low on her oil's running low. So once your oil is running low, you gotta come in, or you gotta just go to the hospital. So she's on the low side of her oil. So what will her name be? Her name is a surprise until she's born. So because we know it's a girl, from the the gender reveal, they wanted to keep it a secret. So we're anxiously awaiting that news as well. What will she be? Well, we know she's a girl, but what will her name be? Okay, so we got some distressing on this side and distressing on that side. Let me get a new paper towel because I don't want to get any of that on. You've been in early labor for a few days and they did yes, instead of waiting till Thursday, because she did have a date of Thursday. But who wants to wait till Thursday? They were in there yesterday and they would have kept her had they had a room. But there was literally no room at the inn. We said no room at the inn. So she had to go home. Anyway. And here we are. So, you guys, for the hat, this is what I'm going to use for the hat. Well, it's going to be a stem for this side, but it's going to be a hat for our snowman for the other side. So I used a little bit bigger one this time, but these just both came from Hobby Lobby, and I'm going to glue them together. So we're just going to take a little bit of E6000. We don't want these to fall off. What was rude, Miss Kathy? What was rude? I don't know. I probably missed it because you guys are chit-chatting, which is fine. Because I told my daughter-in-law, I'm like, why don't you come on if you feel up to it? Because I'm sure my friends would love to get the update straight from the mommy's mouth. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. Let me see. I'm gonna bring it forward. I did before. I brought it more forward on this side because this is going to be like the side towards the, oh, that they sent her home. Yeah, I know. They didn't have any room. I think if they would have had one, look at that. Looks like reminds me of a little ball cap. It's kind of funny. If they would have had one room open, they probably would have kept her, but they literally had no room. So they were like, sorry, you got to go. Where's my black paint? Am I losing my mind? It's very possible. Black paint. Where did you run to? I had you yesterday. What did I do with you? Guys, I got so much stuff sitting out here. It's probably right in front of my face. This is the brown paint. Where's the black paint? Literally, I have no clue where it's at. So, let me just grab a different one. I don't know what I did with it. Hold please while I grab the black. Because when I paint these, good gravy, do I have black paint? Here it is. I don't know where my black chalk paint went. I'm losing my mind. Hello, Miss Marilyn. Okay, so when we paint this, we're going to paint half of it black and half of it brown. And it's going to be brown on the fall side. I would have done with that paint. It's a big jar like this. I don't know why I can't see it. Hello. Yeah, we're going to paint one side black. So we're going to go right on the front here. The bill is on the side of this side of the snowman. Okay. So we're just going to kind of get this like what's half about right there. Come forward. Close enough. Close enough. You're still organizing? Nice. Miss Marilyn and Mr. John are on later tonight. I think Miss Lori said that they were on at 9 o'clock. Ooh. I might have to watch you on replay, friend. Whew, I gotta get up at 5 in the morning. I'm usually tuckered out by then. I'm usually tuckered out. Thanks for a long day. But up next after me is Miss Sandy with Sandy's Burlap and Bling. Okay, let me go across here. Let me get a little line going here so I can see. All right, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Yeah. So did you all watch the Netflix show Unknown Number? Did you guys watch that? Still like what in the actual heck? If you haven't, you need to. And if you haven't, you probably have already heard about it because it's just like all the buzz because everybody's just like, what in the world? I just can't even believe somebody would do stuff like that. Just crazy. It's a crazy world we live in, folks. It's crazy. That's for sure. It's called Unknown Number. Yep, it's crazy. All right, so we're gonna dry this up on our hat side. You heard about you don't have Netflix. Ah, shoot. Well, you could probably, even though you don't have Netflix, you could probably like Google it and just watch the trailer or watch some just people talking about it from like YouTube. Or I'm sure there's tons of people talking about it because it's. Or you know what? Better yet, go on to what's his name? Alex. You know the guy we like to watch. Plays that plays Mama. You know. He just did a short because he watched it. Oh shoot, it was funny. I said that to Mother today. I was like, check him out. All right. So then we're going to go in with some folk art Java for our brown side, okay? For our other side here. Yeah, it is a true story. It is a true story. It's insane. And so it's like a documentary kind of thing, you know, because they interview all the people. Yeah. They interview parents, they interview kids, they interview them all. You guys, I have poison ivy. Look, do you see that? It's killing me right now. Literally killing me. Literally. I mean, not really literally, but it is killing me. Now I got some, which really looks weird right now. I got some stuff called Iva Rest. And it's got the calamine lotion in it, but it looks like it's like, now I'm molting. I don't know. I mean, maybe my body's rejecting it. I don't, I've been using hydrocortisone cream. I've been using some Benadryl, like itch relief. And then finally I went and bought this today because I might have to break down and go to like urgent care and get like, my son has it too. We didn't even get it at the same place. Like, I think I was just pulling weeds in my yard. And my husband goes, I try to tell you there's poison ivy right there. I'm like, I never heard him say that, whatever. But apparently I did. You're so out of loop. You knew everything when I was teaching. Oh, yeah, this is crazy. Crazy. Okay. We're going to get a coat of the brown on here for our stem side, for our pumpkin stem side. So yeah, I'm struggling right now. That part is the worst, but then I have spots on my legs, both legs. I got one spot on my thigh, and I got another little spot. I think I must have scratched up here at one point because I got a little itch going on here. So I'm trying not to. I put some stuff on it because I felt it on my way home. I was like, oh my gosh. What is that? Miss Ann, what is that? What is bab oil for? Wait, you guys are giving me all the things. Technu for poison ivy, it's the best. Technu, where can I get that? Where can I get that? Also, I got it from the dog. Wait, you got it from the dogs? They ran through it and picked it up. Oh, We have dachshunds too. I wonder if they gave it to me. No, but I Googled that I could give it to them because they sleep under the covers. I didn't know that you could give, like, you could transfer from dog to human. Great. Now I'm going to pass it on to them. Colin's been on a steroid for the last 5 days and has already cleared up a ton. But we wanted to do something fast. Yes, because, so my son, as soon as he knew he had it, and when he gets it, he has, you know, hard time getting rid of it. So he was proactive, but it's because they want to be able to do skin to skin when the baby gets here and they can't have any poison ivy. Apple cider vinegar dries it up. Oh, I'm going to smell like a pickle or something. Smell like a pickle. Is that with the apple cider vinegar? I'm about to try anything at this point. Now, I've read the oatmeal bath, but I don't take baths, so. Tech New, Walgreens, CVS, it's good. Oh, I was just at Walgreens and got the Ivarest. Well, I might have to go back. I'm just about to make a big old cocktail of all the things and just like slap it on there. But I put this on when I got home from work, but now that it's all dry, it almost seems like, see it? It almost seems like it's kind of weird. Well, hello, Miss Nora. How are you, friend? Okay, so there is our hat. Let me cover that black. Okay, so I think this is the side. Let's see. Now I'm going to pull this back like this. And we're going to put the hat like to come over like this, because this is the hat for our snowman. We want him to look like he has a hat on, right? But for this side, we just want it to look like a stem of a pumpkin. I mean, you know, use your imagination. Use your imagination. The dogs get the oil on their fur and I'm scared because I feel like I'm going to give it to them because their dog run doesn't have any of this poison ivy. I'm afraid I'm going to give it to them. Just what they need. Oh, and Miss Kathy didn't ask if there were any dog stories, but I'm going to tell you there is a dog story. My husband came home from work today and sent me a picture of what looks like a mouse, or he said maybe a vole. Is that like a mole? A mole vole? I don't know. Anyway, they must have brought it in the house this morning before I left for work, and it was on the, they killed it. It was killed. Oops, it's going to run down a little bit, I think. They killed it. Right, that's kind of crooked. It's got to go this way. All right, so there's our brown. You can see a little bit of black, but it's not going to matter because when we put stuff on it, you're not going to see it. But look at this little hat. See? Ha! Looks like a little trucker. He's a little trucker snowman. Okay. So, let me see what I just did. I guess got a little bit of black paint on my snowman, which, I swear, it's always something. No, because they're in the crate. They're crated. No, it was laying on the Three Seasons room, like they brought it in, and then they went and got in their beds, and when he came home, it must have, I don't know what in the world, I must have scraped that across there because I got him all dirty. Hold on. Lay that back down there. I got to take a little bit more paint. So yeah, they must have killed it. Moles eat meat and voles eat vegetables. Oh. Well, I don't know what the heck either one of those were doing in my yard. Mother usually has the moles. This was like a black looking. My husband disposed of it before I could actually look at it, so I can't really tell, like, just from the picture. It looks really big, but I don't think it was really that big. But it was black. Ugh, it's gross looking. I'm like, what is that? Looked like it had a fat tail on it. What the heck is that? Gross. All right, we gotta dry this up. So you guys, we are crafting in the Stand Tall crafting group with Miss Krista, so you gotta make sure that you are following, or you are in the Stand Tall crafting group so that you don't miss out on her events on Tuesdays and Thursdays. All right, I'm just trying to get some of that excess E6000 that's kind of hanging over there. Okay, so now when I made the one on, when I posted it, I cut out felt for the eyes and the nose. in all the things. But I think I'm going to draw this one on, okay? I'm feeling a little sassy today, so I feel like I can draw on these. Okay, so let me just see what I can do here. So I'm using my friction pen, which you guys know it's, hold on, I'm gonna hold this up a little bit. It erases with heat, right? So I'm gonna draw like the teardrop. I feel like I do better when I do like the teardrop eyes. I don't know why. I just feel like, oops. For one, I feel like, hold on. This is what is very nice about this kind of pen, is you just go like this. Voila, there's no teardrops there. You had a mouse hanging on a bag she puts out for bees. Oh, poor little guy. All right, I got my one eye over too far, so I'm starting over. See, Miss Sandy, with Sandy's Burlap and Bling, she's the artiste. I am pathetic. I'm pathetic. I can barely draw a teardrop for an eye. All right, try this again. All right, that one looks like a little bit skinnier, but I don't think it's too bad. Okay, but it's gonna sit like this. Is it somewhat straight? Is it somewhat straight? Oh, I think that's better than last go around. All right, so then I need to put a nose on here. You guys, I just get all willy-nilly with the nose, right? Just get all willy-nilly. Just all willy-nilly. And then when you go to paint it, you just cover all that, right? Just cover all of it. Now I'll just draw some circles for the you know, the mouth. We'll just do that. How's that? You know what I have? Where is it? Where are they? Somewhere down here. Well, I thought I had some. Will that be a little bit? Oh, I think that'll work. I got one of those little doohickeys. All right, now this is what it would be really nice to have my black paint in the bigger jar, but since I seem to have, like, it's flown the coop. I don't know what happened. My cousin gave me these little containers. These are kind of nice, and I'm going to use it. I'm not good with faces at all. All right, so let's put a little paint in here. And let's see if we'll use this little brush right here. See if we can make this look somewhat decent. Somewhat decent. I have to really concentrate when I do faces. I'm not good at it, you guys. Not good at it at all. If it just looks like an eye, I'm happy. If it just kind of looks like an eye, we're good. Like that. Yeah, that looks good. So you guys, I had class for the last 2 days called Effective Writing. Now I just feel like I can take on the world and effectively write things. Oh, shoot. Sometimes the classes are just painful. It was good, but sometimes they're just painful. Just painful. And I actually, when I got to work yesterday, I forgot that I even had a class. And then I was like, ah, shucks, I'm in a class for the next 2 days. I'm going to make this one a little bit fatter. But here we are, we're done. We're done, and I don't think I have another one till like December, which I'm happy about that. All right, how are those looking? Use paint markers. Okay, so the one thing I find about using my paint markers on this Dixie Belle is in this wood, they don't work good. They don't work too hot when you go to color them in. So that's my only issue with using, because I can show you because I use those to draw my little eyebrows, and I had to kind of go over it. Yeah, so that's why I didn't want to do that again. Oh, see, this is what happens. You draw your nose on, and then you erase it when you when you use your heat. So let me get my Pueblo again and do my carrot nose. So yeah, that was the only thing when I used my my graffiti marker when I was doing that pre-record. It was hard for me to put that on. I don't know if it's because maybe they're older. I don't know though, but it was kind of hard. So we'll try it and see what we can get. See what we can get. All right, so we're gonna color in our nose because it was starting to disappear because of the heat from. I gotta love it. It's just gonna disappear right in front of our eyes. So is everybody's weather like cooling down where you guys live? Because man, it's really, we're getting a weather change here, that's for sure. Which I'm not complaining. I actually started my car this morning before I left for work just to heat it up a little bit. just to warm it up. When is your precious granddaughter due? Well, Miss Nora, guess what? They are at the hospital right now. We're anticipating, or we're anxiously waiting. It'll probably be a little bit still. She didn't get there till, I don't know, what time did you, I think she might be still on here, I'm not sure. She might be taking a snack break. Or they might be checking her, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. But they're inducing her because the little stinker didn't want to come out. So they're there now. Now look at that cute nose. Not much cooler in Florida yet. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more on there just to kind of color that in where it's kind of, you still see the white. Get that colored in. All right, good enough for government work. Isn't that what they say? Did I say that? Rude. But it's going to be back in the 80s. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is going to be warmer this week. I forgot. It's going to get warm again. Fun. Well, I haven't had to run the heat or the air. We're at that point right now because our electric bill was like insanely high the last 2 months. You had the heat on in the car into work and the AC on the ride home. Yes. What they call it, it's like sweater weather, but it's like sweater in the morning and tank top in the afternoon. All right, you guys. Hopefully this isn't too big. Oh, cute. Now, is that too big? I should leave him just like this. Look. Oh, no. Mr. Bill. Do you guys remember Mr. Bill? Like that. Oh, shoot. He's just going to have a big mouth. We're going to have fun with him. He's got a big mouth. You can't help it. Oh, that's kind of bigger. Whoops. I didn't squishy around that one. Oh, that one's that's bigger yet. Okay, look. I think that's cute. That's super cute. Okay, let's try this. Now, I probably don't even have room for cheeks on him. He's not going to have cheeks because I don't really have room for cheeks. Mr. Bill. Oh no, Mr. Bill. Yeah, I probably should use a little bit small. I have a smaller one of those, but I couldn't find it. So we just use a big one. Oh well. Oh well. I'm probably going to have to use my brush here and kind of draw this in a little bit here. Just look at what time is it? 20 minutes. Miss Sandy from Sandy's Burlap and Bling is up next. You were just thinking Mr. Bill. I thought it was kind of cute with it like that. kind of splotching this thing. So you guys, we've had some excitement in our neighborhood lately. I haven't been on a whole lot to tell you all the things that have been happening around here. So we have a home that's like right around the corner up here. I don't know if I ever told you guys about this, but an investor bought the home and a lady is using it for an AFC home, right? Adult foster care. That's what we call them here in Michigan. Which is fine, right? I mean, it's fine. Would we have rather had it be a single family home? Yes. Is that what it is? No. However, there is, so this home is able to have 6 residents, and one of them just happens to be a felon who's on parole. So that's where it gets a little hairy, okay? All right, we're gonna use this white graffiti. It's like a Posca pen, but it's graffiti. And I'm gonna just do some little, I do a little down the sides like this. This is just how I do it, okay? Put a little down the side like that. Get a little glimmer. Now, do I do it on the same side? Hold on, I gotta look. I think I do it on the same side, don't I? I gotta look at the other one I did because I can't remember and I stink at these. Oh yeah, okay. I do it on the same side. So anyway, this guy, in my opinion, is a menace to society because he was in prison for 2 years because he attacked his neighbor lady, broke her jaw, and almost chewed her earlobe off. Okay, so that's where we begin. Okay, and why he's in this home, I don't know if he's saying he has a mental illness or what it is that he qualifies for an adult foster care home. I have no clue because he doesn't really look, I mean, you can't really judge a book by its cover, but other than he did almost chew somebody's ear off, so maybe that's the mental illness. I don't know. But anyway, it's got a lot of people up in arms and, you know, people with, okay, so then it gets a little bit more, looking for my black one. Okay, it gets a little bit more hairy, okay? Hello, Miss Gail. About 30 years ago, he committed a sex offense, so he's also on the sex offender registry. So that's really how we knew he was there, is because when in Michigan, I don't know how it is in your states, but in Michigan, okay guys, I'm taking this is a Posca pen, I'm gonna just draw. So here's where I was talking about, let's see how well I can get it. Oh, that one worked pretty good this time. So I'm just giving him a little eyebrow, okay? I love it when you give him the eyebrows because it just like gives some character. That's where it gets hairy, right? Because, or that's how we knew he was in this home, is because when you are a sex offender in Michigan, you have to be on the registry. And so whenever you move, oh, he's so cute. Whenever you move, you have to put your address, you have to update your address so people know, oh, great, we got one in the neighborhood. Oh, great. Well, so that's that. I kind of, oh, well, hello, Miss Teddy Bear. I kind of give him, you know, I give him the benefit of the doubt because there's 2 other gentlemen in our neighborhood, like, you know, maybe 10 houses in each direction, you know, like, that are also on this list, but they're older gentlemen. Stuff happened like 30 years ago, and I'm just like, I don't know what the situation was. I don't know what he did. Sometimes people pee in public and they get on that list. I don't know. But the new thing is what's bothersome, right? Okay, so here we have our little guy. I gotta keep working because we're gonna run out of time. So so we have a neighborhood chat, like an app, you know, it's called Nextdoor, and we have a bunch of people from our neighborhood that are on it. So we've kind of been, everyone out around is aware of the situation. A lot of people have children around here. Guys, I'm just taking some greenery. I'm gonna trim that off, and we're gonna put this down here at the bottom. I think I can actually use that piece. So we're kind of all in, you know, chit-chatting and kind of keeping in touch and just keeping an eye out for stuff going on. Well, the city, you know, we have our city commissioner, and there's like once a month there's a meeting where you can go. Hey, you guys, we're gonna glue that right onto here. There's a meeting at a local church that you can go to, and like people that live in this particular, it's called a ward. You can go and find out stuff that's happening in your ward. And so a bunch of us went, and we just wanted to express our feelings and about things that were going on. Now, we already knew that really the city can't control, which the thing I don't understand is when a house is zoned single family, how you can use it as almost like a business. Because I think adult foster care is a business, right? So how is that? That's why I should ask that question. Because if it's a single family home, residential, it is residential for them to live in, but isn't that kind of like a business because they're making money off it? I don't know. I'm just curious. I don't know. But basically our city was like, there's nothing we can do about it. You have to, the state as part of the licensing, they deal with that. Okay, there's the little greenery on the bottom, so it's going to sit like that. Now we're just going to take a piece of material and we're going to put a little bow there. So let me find one. So basically, I reached out to the state licensing because they were under like a temporary permit. Well, they've since been given their permanent permit because the state doesn't really care. They just want their money. They don't care who lives there. We're going to use this coffee stained material. They don't care who lives there. They just want their money. Yeah. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking to that. So yeah, they came and they gave them their two-year license. Well, the police are there all the time, and I guess it's a lot of the times that the police are there, it's because the residents, will get into fights with each other, or they refuse to take their medicine. But our biggest thing was it just appeared that there was nobody supervising. It was like, just looked like there's not really a car there that would tell us there's somebody that's that's watching. It's in charge, right? It just looked like they were all willy-nilly, the dude that's on the list, he's always out in the yard hanging out. We call him Tattoo because he's got face tattoos all over. He just looks, he's kind of a very upstanding citizen if we just look at him, we just look at him. So, because I'm going to take my bow dabber and we're going to make a bow with this. So anyway, we've kind of gone rounds with that and really gotten nowhere, but they seem to have kind of simmered down. They've simmered down a little bit over here. But last week we had break-ins in our neighborhood, and we're like, oh, is this coincidental? I think it was coincidental because I really think it was kids, because they were breaking into cars all around, not just in our neighborhood, but all the way down, like this main drag out here. People were reporting this situation, these people breaking into cars, and they broke into a Jeep about 3 houses down here, and the guy put it on the app saying, they broke into my Jeep. Broken as in he didn't lock the door, so they basically broke into it and stole his stuff out of it. Well, like the next night after that happened, our neighbor over here, he was out in his yard. This is so funny. He was out in his yard, and I've talked about this before. They have a shed that's kind of by our property, and skunks and all kinds of wild animals, possums, and I don't know, woodchucks, they live under it. Well, he's got a skunk underneath there, and the skunk came out. So while he was out there, he threw one of his disc golf discs at the skunk. I don't know what he was thinking, because it probably would have gone off. I don't know, it sprayed him or whatever. But the disc golf disc went over the fence into our yard. So they have a fence. Okay, you guys, we're just gonna glue that right here to the center. They have a fence, that's like on the line, and it has a gate. So he opened the gate and came through. And when he came through, he noticed that a bunch of stolen property was like thrown in our big old pine tree. So we're like, oh, geez, oh, Pete's. So basically, those idiots that broke into the Jeep, stole all this man's stuff. He had a laptop. They broke it into 3 pieces. I have no idea. The guy's like, that laptop was 3 months old. I have no clue why they did what they did. The reason why we knew it was his stuff is because he had said that they ripped his rear view mirror off. And I'm like, why did you rip a rear view mirror off? Like, what was the point of that? And the rear view mirror was laying in our yard. So we had to call the police, and like, they came and got the stuff, and we're just like, whatever. So we're like, is it related? I don't think it's related, but you know, our little neighborhood is so nice and quiet, and just, we love it. But lately, it's just not been quiet, and we're not loving it. So many people are like, just upset because there's kids that live in this neighborhood that they have to walk past this house to go to the bus stop, and nobody wants to let their kids walk past the house, right? Which I don't blame them. Cute bow. I don't blame them, right? Nobody wants their kid walking past a house that, you know, has a questionable gentleman. Now, somebody did say that he did make a statement once about, to some boys about, because they were riding bikes, and he's like, I got a bike in this garage for you. And that was unsettling. Like, why would you say that? Like, why would you say that? I know. All right, I'm going to do one more little bow, but I'm just going to tie this with this. I'm going to put this on his hat. I know, I don't, it's crazy. And like, I feel like people think we're just whiners because we've had this quiet neighborhood, but they're like, you know, the north side of Battle Creek has tons of these houses. I know. Well, yeah, that's the north side. We like the south side quiet. But I did a lot of research, and there are quite a few houses in our area that are assisted living. But like I said, if that guy wasn't there, we wouldn't even be complaining about the assisted living, because a couple of the guys that live there are, you know, legit. You can tell, right, that they belong there. But that guy does not belong there. So he's still on parole for another year, which I'm irritated that he's even at this house, because the area that he committed this crime is in another county. So obviously our county took him in to begin to even have him here, and that's irritating as all get out. Like, why is he here? Who let him in? Rude. Your Snowman is absolutely adorable. Well, thank you so much. Okay, so there's our little bow on his hat. Hot. That's cute. Let me grab a little bit of greenery. So that's the exciting things that have been happening in our neck of the woods. Not funny. What did I put? Oh yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find. I used a little bit of different kind of greenery for this one. Let me see. I put a little bit different stuff up on his hat. We live in the country of. Yeah, that's what my husband's like. I really think we should move, but we're not moving right now. We're not moving. We're not going anywhere. It's fine. It's fine. We don't have kids. You know, we don't need to worry about that. We even told, like, my husband, you know, I talked, like, if the neighbors that live over here, they have a kid that has to go all the way around the block because they don't want her, or they'll drive her because they don't want her to walk past there. And I'm like, if they want to put in a gate, they can walk through our yard. Like, we're fine with that, right? Like, we're more than willing to let them, you know, walk, so they don't have to do that. But we haven't really been able to have that conversation with them. But what time is it? 52. We got 8 minutes. You guys, Miss Sandy from Sandy's Burlap and Bling is up next. We might get a little bit more done to our little fall side here. For the most part, I just got to add 2 more things on our little snowman, and then he'll be done on his side. Stinking cute little guy. So if you ever get your hands on some wood slices, you can whip up a little twofer, a little 2-sided. My daughter-in-law, she got quiet. Is she still there? Is the baby here? Where's the baby? Move out and get go kids. Oh shoot. Oh Lord. All right, I gotta get some bells. You gotta put some bells on this little guy. Oh. You have 3 goats. Oh, that's funny. Goats. Oh, we hate that. We just moved here 3 years ago. We hate to do that. All right, so I have just a little rusty belt, and I'm going to put that right here in the center. Stinking cute, right there in the center of that. Move that around there. Hold that in place. And then somewhere here, I have a little tiny little guy. Whoops. Let me hold that up. Oops. Well, I got to make sure this is going to stay. I see mini wood slices at Hobby Lobby. Cute. Yes. Perfect. All right, hold on. I got to put a little bit more glue on this and kind of push it back a little bit. It needs to be pushed. I'm going to try to hold that for just a second. Yeah, I don't really like that. Let me see if I can. I don't like how that did that. See if I can get it to stay. If I can't, I might have to pull that off and adjust it because it didn't really lay right. All right, it's kind of up. It looks cute. It looks cute. All right, so I'm going to grab one more little bell. We're going to put one little bell up here. It's a little bit smaller of a rusty bell. Oh, well, that's okay. You're kind of busy. I just wanted to make sure everything was okay. I just wanted to make sure. I just want to make sure you're okay. All right, so here's what this little guy looks like on this side. Isn't he cute? Stinky cute. I love the faces. I just love making it. I like the teardrop. So the teardrop face inspiration comes from Janice from Creating Through Chaos. I know you guys have seen her. She does a lot of like short videos, you know, like the quick videos. I think that's all she does actually. Okay, so here's some greenery. We're going to put some greenery over here on this side and some Spanish moss. Let me put some Spanish moss in there. I can't lay it down now because if you watched my pre-record, you know I said, all right, put that stuff on there. I can't lay it down. But she always, her faces are like that. And I was like, oh, I really like the look of the face like that. It gives a lot of little character. And I mean, it seems to be like the easiest face that I like the teardrop too. All right, we've got 4 minutes. So I'm just smashing up here some Spanish moss. Okay. Just smash up some Spanish moss. Get it in there how you want it. You can trim it off if it hangs down. Give it a little haircut. Trim it off there. Now, this is just some greenery. I like that little kind of hangy down greenery. Hanging down. Stick it up underneath there. You can do whatever you want. You make it however you would like it to look. I have 2 more, one on each side. Because I can, darn it. Because I can. And why not? I have them laying here. Kelly is good at honking horn and scaring people. That was classic. That was Miss Carol Ruth being cornholio in the parking lot. Mother and I came rolling in. I honked my horn at him, scared the crap out of him. It was so funny. Maybe they didn't think so, but I thought it was hilarious. Okay, look. Isn't that pretty? Where did you get... Oh, wait. What did you put around the slab slide? Oh, that's the... This is the bark to the birch. It's just separating a little bit because it's so dry. It's so dry. You guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. And like I said, if you are in the Stand Tall Crafting group, please get in there because Miss Chris is always welcoming new friends and there's going to be new crafters. You guys, I'm going to use this really pretty material. and maybe a little bit of this. And we're going to put a bow on here. I'm going to put a bow up here, put a little bow, and probably put a little tag as well. I got to make sure it's going to sit straight. Yeah, it's going to sit just like that. So we'll have a little bow in there, and I'm going to have a little tag. So it'll kind of end up looking like this one right here. Stinking cute. This is the one I posted from the video, so you can see. There's this one. Okay. Use a little bit different greenery. I put Happy Fall with a little button, a little tag, and then here's our little guy on this side, a little snowman. Now he has felt for his eyes, he has fabric for his mouth, or for his nose, and the little felt, and he has cheeks. He's a little bit different, but it is cute. I love these. Super stinking cute. So they get, here we go. That's for my thumbnail. You guys, it is time for me to run. Go check out Miss Sandy. Have a great night. I will actually be back on. Unless something happens, I will be back on Thursday at maybe 4 or 5. I don't know. I'll be on at some point. Again this week. So, see you again soon. Have a great night. Bye-bye. I'll keep you posted about the baby. Hope she comes soon.